Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the latest updates that matter most to your pocket and your peace of mind. Tonight, we're talking about a story that could make a real difference to thousands of pensioners across the UK. If you or someone you know is of state pension age and living with a health condition, this could mean extra money in your account every single month, up to £478 from the Department for Work and Pensions. Yet, many people are missing out simply because they don't realise they qualify. We're talking about Attendance Allowance, a benefit from the DWP that's designed to help people over state pension age who need a bit of extra support due to illness, disability, or mobility issues. And the truth is, far too many people aren't claiming it. According to finance expert Simon Misuix from Optimise Accountants Limited, many older adults are unknowingly missing out on this support. He says people often don't realise they qualify, or they underestimate how disabilities are assessed. Some think their condition isn't serious enough, while others assume that because they have savings or own a home, they won't be eligible. But that's not true at all. Attendance allowance is not means tested. That means your income, savings, or whether you own your home doesn't affect whether you can get it. It's purely about how your health affects your ability to look after yourself. If you need someone's help or supervision due to a health condition, you could be entitled to it. Now, let's talk about how much you could actually receive. Attendance allowance is paid at two different rates. The lower rate is £73.90 a week, and the higher rate is £110.40 a week. That adds up to around £478 a month, or about £5,740 a year. That's money that could go toward your care, home help, mobility support, or anything else that makes your life easier and more comfortable. The payment is designed to support people who have a disability or health condition that affects their everyday living. The Department for Work and Pensions says your condition can be a physical disability, a mental disability, or any health condition that means you need assistance. What's important here is that it's not only for people with visible disabilities. Many people have what experts call invisible conditions, things like arthritis, chronic pain, diabetes complications, or cognitive decline, and they may not realize that those count too. Simon Misuix says a lot of people miss out because they assume they're managing fine or don't want to make a fuss. But the DWP isn't asking whether you can get by, they're asking whether your condition makes daily tasks harder or requires someone's help. Even if you can technically do things on your own, if it takes you longer, causes pain, or you need reassurance or supervision, you could qualify. For example, someone with arthritis might be able to dress themselves but struggle with buttons or zippers. Someone with diabetes complications might need help monitoring medication or dealing with fatigue. And people living with anxiety, depression, or dementia may need reassurance to stay safe at home. These are all valid reasons to apply for attendance allowance. Another common misconception is that you need a formal diagnosis to apply. You don't. The DWP bases its decision on how your condition affects your daily life, not just what your medical records say. So if you find daily activities difficult but don't have an official diagnosis, you can still apply. Some people are also put off because they think they don't want to burden the system. But remember, this is not charity, it's your right. You've worked hard, paid taxes your whole life, and this benefit exists to help you live comfortably and safely. And the benefit doesn't stop at just the payment itself. Once you receive attendance allowance, it can open the door to other financial help. For example, you might become eligible for a council tax reduction or an increase in your pension credit. It can also unlock other forms of support from local authorities or social care services. Claiming what you're entitled to isn't just about money, it can transform your quality of life and make things easier for you and your family. So, what can you use the money for? The great thing about attendance allowance is that it's completely flexible. You can spend it however it helps you most. Some people use it to pay for a part-time carer, cleaner, or someone to help with shopping. Others might use it to make their home safer, installing grab rails, stair lifts, or mobility aids. It could also help cover transport costs, like taxis to medical appointments, or simply make your life more comfortable day to day. The choice is entirely yours. Let's talk briefly about how to apply. You can get the Attendance Allowance claim form directly from the government's website or by calling the DWP Attendance Allowance helpline. Once you receive the form, it's important to take your time filling it out. Be detailed about how your condition affects you. Don't play down your difficulties. Explain what kind of help you need, how often you need it, and how your health affects your safety and independence. It's a good idea to think about your worst days when you fill out the form, not your best ones. Many people make the mistake of being too modest, saying things like "I manage fine" when in reality they struggle every day. The DWP needs to understand the full picture. If you have any doctor's notes or care assessments, include those as evidence. If you're unsure about the process, there are local organizations that can help. Charities like Age UK, Citizens Advice, or your local council can assist you in filling out the form and making sure you describe your needs accurately. They've helped thousands of people claim successfully, and that support can make a big difference. The most important thing is don't assume you're not eligible. Even if you're independent or live alone, even if you think your condition isn't serious enough, you could still qualify. It's always worth checking. For many pensioners, this payment has been life-changing. That extra £400 or more each month can help cover living costs, pay for medical supplies, or simply provide some breathing room in the budget. For some, it means being able to stay in their own home longer rather than moving into assisted living. For others, it means being able to hire someone to come in once a week and take care of tasks that have become difficult. It's not just about money, it's about maintaining independence and dignity. And if you're watching this and you're not a pensioner, but you have a parent, grandparent, or elderly neighbor who struggles with daily tasks, please share this information with them. A simple conversation could make a huge difference in their life. Many older people don't use the internet, so spreading the word can help them get the support they deserve. It's also worth remembering that claiming attendance allowance is not taking money away from anyone else. The system is designed for this. If you meet the criteria, that support is there for you. So let's recap. If you are of state pension age, have a health condition or disability that affects your daily life, and need help or supervision, you could receive up to £478 a month from the DWP through attendance allowance. The payment is not affected by your income, savings, or home ownership. You don't need a formal diagnosis, and your application is based on how your condition impacts you day to day. The money can be used however best supports you, and it could also unlock access to additional help. This is one of those benefits that too often goes unclaimed, even though it can make a massive difference. So take a few minutes to check your eligibility or help someone else check theirs. You never know, it could make life a lot easier. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up so more people can see it and benefit too. And if you'd like to stay updated on important financial news, benefits, and money-saving tips, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.